Well, guys and girls, welcome to Patrick's Day. Bless you, leprechauns. This is going to be a video. Now, here's my honest take on St. Patrick's Day, and it may be controversial because I talk about all controversial things here on my podcast, vlog, whatever you want to call it. St. Patrick's Day is a day which has completely and utterly lost all meaning. Period. Drinking has absolutely nothing to do with the Catholic saint kicking the snakes out of Ireland. Do we not get that? It's actually a saint's day, so why is everyone, not me, but why is everyone at the pub, or the bar knocking them back and causing, all kinds of trouble? Because it's an excuse. People love excuses. And this is an excuse for people to go out and do stupid stuff, which is basically destructive. I have to say, this is my personal take on alcohol. Alcohol is one of the most destructive elements in our society today. Just stop and think about it for a minute. Think about all the drunk drivers and all the drunk driving deaths. Think about, all the people that are injured because they get drunk and they're just fumbling around or whatever and they kill themselves because they're just out of their mind drunk. Think about all the domestic violence situations that occur because someone is basically high. I hate to say the word high on alcohol. It's a legal drug, basically. It's a legal drug that's in our society that has become socially acceptable, but the effects of alcohol are definitely not socially acceptable. Alcohol kills people, either through drunk driving, through bad health, through domestic violence situations. Just watching any episode of Cops or Live PD or any of that stuff on TV. Most of these incidents that involve violence involve alcohol at some point. Either alcohol or drugs. I won't mention the drugs, but either alcohol or drugs. That is what this does to people. Alcohol is destructive in our society today. And I think we need a movement at this point of people to say, okay, you know what? I'm not going to drink. I'm going to go teetotal. I'm not going to drink. I'm never going to touch alcohol. Instead of these destructive behaviors, we need to replace them with constructive behaviors. Instead of spending the night drinking, watching Netflix, pick up a book, read something. It would actually cost you less to buy an ebook on Amazon than it would be to buy a pack of beer. If you don't want to read, buy an audiobook. Audiobooks are really, really cheap. You know, replace this destructive behavior with a constructive behavior, a behavior that grows your mind. Yeah, some people may say that alcohol is escapism and alcohol gets them out of the situation and stuff like that. Yeah. Well, so does reading a good book. So does learning something. And you know what? After you drunk that six pack of beer, you're not going to be any smarter. In fact, you're probably going to kill some brain cells. But after you've read a book, you're going to be smarter. And maybe you can get a better job. Maybe you can get a better career. Maybe you can improve your life. Maybe in 5 years you'll be making 10 times more money than you are right now because of that small decision. Life is all about small decisions that add up. It's about which way you want to go on the fork on the road. Do you want to take the alcohol fork, buy that beer, sit in front of the TV, do nothing all night, just crash and eat pizza and drink alcohol? Or do you want to pick up a book, learn something new, grow your brain, grow your mind, grow your career? It's a simple decision. And either way, Monetarily wise, it doesn't cost you much either way. But in the long term, sitting down and reading a book, or even just watching stuff on YouTube and learning from stuff on YouTube. And YouTube is a massive array of knowledge these days, as we all know. Even just watching stuff on YouTube is constructive. Grow your mind, learn something, and don't use an excuse of a holiday to get drunk, cause trouble, drive, crash, beat up your spouse, all the other stupid things that are probably going to happen because of too much alcohol. Just don't even start. Break the addiction. Don't start drinking. Don't start all these drugs. Don't start any of that stuff. Break it right now. And if you do break it, you'll become a better place. And if enough of us do this, the world will become a better place. Yeah, St. Patrick's Day sucks. It doesn't suck because of the day, it sucks because of the way over the years we have used it as an excuse for a really self destructive behavior. Yeah, I don't know what you guys are going to say. Well, Matt wants to bring back prohibition and all this stuff. No, I don't. Because first, prohibition never worked the first time it was around. And we've seen this also with, some of the drugs they've legalized in the US, is that if you ban something, it goes underground. And then it becomes a huge strain on the legal system now to prosecute all these people using this illegal substance. There's kind of some of the, I believe, motives behind legalizing, cannabis all over the U.S. and in several countries across the world. It's because the enforcement of the rules was just becoming so much of a pain. It just wasn't worth it anymore. If you did the same for alcohol, if you banned alcohol temporarily, um, it would just simply go underground like it did during Prohibition. And there'll probably be even more violence associated with it because then the gangs would be controlling alcohol. And it would just, people who are making it at home, probably blowing houses up, and it'd probably get the whole situation, I'm sure, would get a heck of a lot worse. So, the genie's at the bottle now with both alcohol and with the marijuana use in this country, unfortunately. And I'm against both of them. I think the one thing we can do is become a society that simply doesn't use them. Just because we have the option to do this does not mean we have to do it. We can live a clean life. We can say no to these things. We can say yes to good things. We can say no to destructive behaviors and yes to constructive behaviors. That is what we should do. Change starts with us. We have the power to control what we put in our bodies. No matter what the law says, no matter what's legal, just because something's legal doesn't mean you have to do it. So hopefully something starts here and it will carry on. What I'm saying to all of you is replace your destructive behaviors like drinking, like smoking, like all these other bad things you can do to your body that you know are bad. Come on, if you don't know they're bad, then you need your head looking, okay? These things are bad. Replace these bad things with something good. And quite often, the good thing is a lot cheaper than the bad thing. Like I said, you can get an ebook for like $6 or something. That's a lot cheaper than spending a night at drinking or, you know, doing whatever. Anyway, hope you like this dose of common sense. Click down there, like, share, and subscribe. Throw your comments out there if you want, and I will read through them and be back real soon.